Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm trying to share with you some tips to learn a second language. So if you're interested, then keep watching. Okay, so the first tip I have for you is to learn as many words as possible on that language you're trying to speak. Even if it doesn't make any sense because you're not using them, because you're not speaking the language yet, just make sure you learn as many words as possible in that language. Okay, so the second tip I have for you is to watch either a TV show, a movie, cartoons, or any type of soap opera that is on TV that speaks the language you are trying to learn. In this way, you start training your ear, and also, believe it or not, watching someone speak the language you want to speak, it makes it a little bit easier later on. At least that was my experience. Okay guys, so the third tip I have for you is write sentences that you will be using on your daily life and translate them. So you can start learning those sentences and start feeling more familiar with that language and those sentences that most likely you will be using on a daily basis. Okay guys, so the fourth tip is start listening music on this language you are trying to learn. Even if you don't know what they're saying, I need you to start singing these songs. Try to practice the accent and to make sure you're not saying words that probably you're not gonna be wanting to be chanting out there to the public. I would say stick with songs that are more like pop. I would say those are the most clean songs out there. Also print these lyrics for the songs, read them and learn them, even though you might not know yet what you're singing about. And the fifth tip I have for you is enroll yourself in some type of either course or class where you can learn more of this language. Usually that helps you to put everything together, and that way you can start having conversations with people in your class. And my last tip I have for you, that's number 6, find yourself a friend that doesn't know your native language or your first language. In this way, you will almost feel forced to speak this language that you're trying to learn, and that is a big help. Okay guys, and to tell you a little bit about my story, I started speaking English when I was 23 years old. As a child, I always used to watch shows and cartoons and just shows. Honestly, at this time, I don't know why I was watching them because I had no idea what they were saying, but they were very entertaining for me, and so I watched shows such as like Fresh Prince, Melrose Place, Beverly Hills 90210, the old one, Days of Our Lives. All these shows used to have some type of slow speech, or at least to me seem very entertaining listening and watching them speak the language. Even though I had no idea what they were saying, I started basically training my ear and also, well, kind of watch their movement of their mouth. I don't know. I feel like that helped me a lot. Also, I had a lot of family that knew the language. They live in San Diego area, California, and I used to live across the border. So they will come home and they will speak English. At this time, I had no idea what they were saying. I honestly felt a little bit disrespected because they will speak English in front of me, and I had no idea what they were talking about. But because I was a child, probably they didn't care. So this kind of made me feel like I really want to learn this language. I also remember I used to sing a ton of songs in English. You guys know the CDs comes with this little paper, and inside most of the CDs have written, or at least in those times, the songs were written inside of this paper. So I was able to read and sing at the same time and learn the song with the accent and everything. Even though I didn't know what I was saying, at least it was kind of like pop songs. I was kind of staying on the safe side, you know. And finally, as an adult, I got some jobs where they would require some minimum English. Even though I was not able to establish a conversation with anyone yet, I knew few words. So I was able to apply for these jobs and eventually practice the little bit of English I knew. Fast forward a couple more years, I found this course where they were offering that in 1 year you will learn the language. And I was pretty excited to sign up to it because I already knew a lot of words in the language. I already kind of practiced my accent. So when I started this course, I already had lots of words under my belt. So I was able to go through the first 3 books pretty fast. But the last one, which was the 4th one, it was pretty challenging because that's when it was required to put sentences together and speak to others in the language. Thankfully, this course have other people obviously learning the language, so we all were able to come together and practice the language. After this, I was able to get another job where it was required to speak even more English, so I started working there. And finally, a little bit after, I found myself someone I could practice my English even more because this person didn't know any Spanish at all. That happens that happens to be now my husband. I am not recommending you to go and marry somebody to learn 100% the language, but I mean, this helped me out for sure. Now I'm at home, we only speak English because he doesn't speak any Spanish, so that helped me also to develop my English even more. Now English is pretty much the only language I speak for the most part, unless I'm calling my family, and that's when we speak Spanish. But any other time I don't really speak Spanish unless I'm practicing with my daughter. But yeah, that is my tips I have for you guys. I hope that helps you to learn that second language. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching. I'll send you lots of besos. Bye.